It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. And it's coming up next.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin joined by Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer Charles Davis. And CD, these Titans stumbled a bit last year. They were coming off 6 straight winning seasons, a #1 seed in 2021, but they fell to 7-10 a year ago.
A major surprise because it certainly looked like they had the division locked up around midseason. The big key for them, more consistency at the quarterback position, keeping their guy healthy and being able to run the football as impressively as they've done in the past.
And then for the visiting Falcons, a lot of people very eager to see the #8 pick in the draft, and that's Bijan Robinson.
And he's a guy I would have taken earlier in the draft. I go against the old adage, you don't take a running back in the first round. When you have one this skilled, this talented, who can run it and catch it and run your offense through him, you take him as the Falcons did.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
Tannehill to the air right off the bat. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Tannehill. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass is caught by London. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
On play action, here's Ritter. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second down and a yard. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, and to stop him short of the first.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Robinson, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tannehill on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordero Patterson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Ritter off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And now the rookie's free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Desmond Ritter taking it himself to finish the drive. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Nick Folk for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Robinson with another carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on third down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball third time to try and make up for the first two. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Kyle Phillips deep for Tennessee. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tannehill on first down. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Falcons' 39-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Henry. is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Ritter to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this one is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Let's just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Burks again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Now Tannehill. Over the middle, he has a Cockrell. Touchdown! Cockrell, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Ritter's throw there taken in by Hodge. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third down at 6. Ritter. Over the middle to Smith. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from the veteran Ryan Tannehill. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's third and a few inches. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ritter. Got London on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Robinson up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Ritter now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down. Here's Ritter. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ritter from the gun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mac Hollins from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down carry for Henry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
The Falcons' pass rush was the second worst in the NFL last year with only 21 sacks. So what do? You go out and get a big man who knows how to get to the quarterback, as we just saw there. Calais Campbell in the 16th season remains one of the most respected players in the game.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter, and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down throw coming for Ridder. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That'll go for a gain of 7 at its 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ridder. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ridder now on 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Ridder off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 91 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Ritter back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one deep for London. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin with Henry, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Tannehill. He finds Hopkins complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up, guys. When you get it.
2nd and 7. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Fights through, and they'll have it in the zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. Perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
24.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it.
He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Touchdown, Falcons. Kaderl Hodge, 36 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
He can't get him down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Trying to take this home. They'll run. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know we're there, wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but